So today I had an encounter that I think was very telling of many of the problems I have with some of the current women I've interacted with. A woman posted a friendship thread request on this website, and it's the equivalent of just kind of saying, "Hey, look, I want someone to speak with." Now, in her post, she says that she is a lover of politics and could talk about this for hours or something to that effect. I'm saying that because that's what enticed me to respond to her. She mentions that she's looking for a guy that's 22 to 30 something, and I am 2 years younger than that. So in my first post at the end of it, I ask her if I have to wait another 700 days to contact her to meet the bare minimum of her preference. And her response is to say that her age again, and then talk about she's been out of college for a while and that we're probably at different points in our lives and have different goals and outlooks. And then says, I'm not sure how much we could relate to each other. That's why I mentioned my age in my post. So my response is I didn't realize we had to relate to each other to talk about politics. If we have a shared interest in a topic, why not discuss and then see what happens? And I told her, I know of no man or woman with whom I don't have different goals or outlooks, be they 20 or 40. I guess my outlook is appreciating diversity. So her response is that I'm being condescending. I tell her I felt your response was ageist in its nature. To imply that in 2 years I will have changed my views so drastically that they will be completely aligned with yours is to effectively cast a crystal ball and foresee the life of a man you do not know. What you do know about me, apart from your view that I'm condescending toward your predetermining of our interactions being a failure, is I have the willingness to engage you on a topic that you claim to love and I know of my own expertise in. And her response is, yeah, you seem really condescending, and now you're virtue signaling with the ageist comment, so no thank you. Find a nice 20-year-old Tumblrina to conversate with. So the reason I titled it Kamikaze is that it is self-destructive to quit something before you started. In the case of something that is conducive to possibly bettering your own life. If I were to say I want to be a rapper and I write 2 sentences and I just stop and I say, well, no one's ever going to read this or like this anyway, I'm doing more harm to myself than the people who aren't going to like this or read this anyway, because I've predetermined that this will be a failure. She and I did not trade one single post about politics or anything relating to that matter before she concluded, based off of something that was, again, predetermined. I can't, choose my age here, to just cut it all off. And really, this goes back to why people talk about how you have to use certain tricks and trades to get women to interact with you in some cases. Because I went out and stated, hey, look, I'm this age. I don't meet this part of your requirement, but I think I'm good in this other stuff. I got punished for my honesty. Because I can guarantee if I had not mentioned my age, if I'd lied and said, oh, I'm 25, she would have wanted to interact, or at least would have interacted enough for us to speak about things that are political. Now, I have no way of knowing, the facets of her life. I can't peek into her background. What I can tell you is that she is on that website posting that request because the people that she either met in person or met online before did not meet that set of that thing she wanted. Effectively, she is back on that site because of the inadequacies of her past relationships. That's just what it is. And you can infer based off of this list of requirements that the guys that she was with before, or guy, met them. So my stance is that why not try something different? And even if you don't want to go into something romantic, remember, this is a topic you love to discuss. You love politics, as you claim. And if you love that topic and you find people who are willing to speak about it with you, you're not going to talk about them because they're 2 years younger than you would have wanted. Now, I'm not saying that we can't put age limits on certain things. I'm not going to talk to a 5-year-old about porn, but when you have 2 adults speaking about something that is serious or mature or that they both just like, I don't see the problem with it. But the kamikaze line is based around the fact that she chose to end this before it started. She is, effectively assuring herself that doing this is doing nothing wrong to her and there's no missed opportunity here, when in fact, if that was the case, she would not be back on that website looking for some man to come talk to her.